All right, I'm going to show you how to import grades into TAC very quickly and easily from a program like Google Quizzes. So first of all, you make a quiz in Google Forms or wherever it is that you want to import grades. There's a few other programs that this works in. I'm demonstrating Google Quizzes for you right now. I like Google Quizzes when I want to give a simple multiple choice quiz to kids. And the first thing you need to make sure you do, this is extremely important, is you have to write, the first question should be asking the kids to write their full ID number. You need this full ID number so that when you're trying to import your grades into Gradebook, it has a unique identifier that it can pull from so that it does it correctly. If you have only their email address or their name, this won't work. And then there's my questions that I had. Now I've given this to 3 classes, about 100 kids. When you go to the responses page here, you click on this little view responses in sheets icon. It will open up and show you what their scores were right here. Now, normally what you're going to see those scores, and this column right here, I've already changed it, but this column will say 5 out of 7, 7 out of 7, 6 out of 7, 2 out of 7, etc. That's the way it will show up. It's important that you take this column right here and you change the format. It says automatic, but you have to click on it and click automatic once again, and then that will get rid of the 5 out of 7, 7 out of 7, 8 out of 7. Sorry, 6 out of 7. Otherwise, it won't import from there because it doesn't recognize that data if you don't do that. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2, now we have to take this file and we need to download it as a comma-separated values file onto our hard drive. When you do that, make sure you know where it's putting that file. For me, it's putting it in the downloads folder. That's the way my computer is set up. Yours might go into a different place. The next step is to keep track of how many different columns you have. And notice that I have, this is A, B, I'm hiding their names right now, but column B is the students' names, column C and column D. You want to particularly pay attention to 2 columns. One is the ID number. That's the first one that you're going to need to know, and count numerically over. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4th column over. And the 3rd column over is the numbers themselves, the score itself that I'm going to be pulling into my grade book. So 4 and 3, remember that, 4 and 3. Now we open up our grade book. Notice that I've already created an assignment here. Click on this little icon, the Mass Update Scores icon. Click Import Scores from File. Choose your file that you want to import from. Click CSV file. Your student ID column was, remember, 4. That was the 4th column over. And the score column was the 3rd column over. And then click Import. And this will automatically import all of your students' grades straight into that column. The good news is, if you have all of your classes in one spreadsheet, which I do, you don't need to do anything different for the next import other than just go to that next class. So I'm going to import the grades that my first period kids got on this test. I'll import those in as well, just to show you again how that works. Click, I've already done it, it looks like, so let me just delete these. I'll clear all the scores so you can see me do this again. So click on this button right here, Mass Update Scores, Import from File. Your file should be that first one that you've already found before. Click CSV, the column ID number and the scores column number, and then click Import, and voila, it imports them. Now, what it won't import is any, obviously, of the kids that were absent, didn't take the test, or if a kid typed in their ID number wrong, it won't import that. And so you can just go back and manually enter that if need be, and make sure the kids enter their correct ID number the next time. All right, that's how you do it. Hopefully that makes sense, and that will make your job of entering grades a lot quicker. You can do this not only for Google Forms, you can also use this for Mastery Manager and any other software that you use that collects students' data. You need 2 pieces of data, obviously. You need their ID number and then you need the score itself. So I use this with all kinds of, I use it with Edmodo. You can use it with Google Classroom directly from a question you make in Google Classroom, in Mastery Manager, in Google Forms. Use it with Google Forms with Flubaroo, any of the different devices or software that you use to grade students' papers could be done. All right, enjoy.